Ilja Dragunov has just been released from WWE. Welcome to the Lattes Vision episode number 30. Let's talk about the biggest news from this week. Now, everybody knows how good Ilja Dragunov is, especially how good he is in the ring. I think everybody thought he could be a future cornerstone of WWE, but WWE has released him. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Ever since the Royal Rumble with Brock Lesnar no-selling his chops, it's just been all downhill since then. I mean, Tonga Loa and Tama Tonga didn't even sell his chops. He just got randomly eliminated from the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and then wasn't on TV for 4 months. I mean, the disrespect, especially right after he was carrying SmackDown for a couple months. Just absolutely ridiculous, and he was my favorite in-ring wrestler, and I can't even watch AEW, which is likely where he's going to go. I don't have HBO Max, so I'm not even going to be able to watch him anymore. But staying on the topic of him going to AEW, WWE let his contract expire. They didn't release him so he can go to whatever other company he wants at any time. There is no non-compete clause, it seems like, so he could show up on Collision tomorrow for all we know. And apparently WWE felt that Ilja was a great worker but not a numbers mover. And I mean, yeah, the dude's been on the main roster for essentially like 6 months. He hasn't really had a chance to be a numbers mover yet. How about you build him up into being a numbers mover instead of taking him off TV for 4 months? Because I guarantee if you just keep letting him have banger matches over and over, the money's gonna follow. But also, not everybody needs to be making you millions of dollars. This whole thing is kind of ridiculous, but I wish the best for Ilja Dragunov. As per Brian Alvarez, there are a few other main roster contracts of people who haven't been on TV much coming to an end in October. This is concerning. There have already been a lot of crazy releases this year. I think there's quite a few people at danger here, like Jordan Grace, like Julia. However, WWE just filed the trademark Julia, so I don't know exactly what that means for Julia or her contract situation, but I hope this doesn't end up being bad. Apparently, an idea for the upcoming Sunday night's main event was a literal Lil Yachty concert. But the idea was scrapped because of the feedback surrounding the segments that filled the last edition of Saturday Night's Main Event, obviously referring to the Roman Reigns and Jalen Brunson segment. But I thought WWE didn't listen to the online fans. I thought they weren't real fans, so I'm not sure why they canceled this. But thank God they did, because this would have been horrible. I mean, having a concert at a wrestling show? Like, are we serious right now? There are internal indications that a return from Big Bronson Reed is on the horizon. And, you know, that makes sense. Look at the dude. I think his biceps probably fine. And apparently he's going to return as a main event level heel with plans for him to continue rising up the card. And he's also being considered for a feud with Obafemi later in the year. And I love every last bit of this, especially the Obafemi feud. I mean, those would be some nice matches. Just two big old meaty men. I mean, oh, I love that. I think the obvious return spot for him would be Sunday night's main event during Obafemi versus Braun Breaker, likely either causing a DQ or causing Braun Breaker to win, which I think is definitely the right choice. Really hope to see Bronson Reed back because he is very entertaining. iShowSpeed has announced that he will be returning to WWE very soon. Now, you guys probably know I am a big advocate for no celebrities in wrestling, but honestly, if they use Speed the same way they did the first time, I am absolutely okay with this, especially considering that Speed is an absolutely incredible athlete. I mean, the dude was pulling off moonsaults. He did a frog splash off the ring post through the announce table. So I'm down for this as long as he's not like in a main event feud or something. Because last time it was pretty entertaining. I'm not going to lie. Crown Jewel 2026 is still planned for WWE this year in 2026, and it's planned for Saudi Arabia in November. I don't know why we have to have so many premium live events in Saudi Arabia. It's honestly just getting ridiculous now. I don't think you should go to the same city for a premium live event more than once a year, because that gives smaller cities a chance to get premium live events. But the plan is to have the world champions face off once again, which would currently be Roman Reigns versus CM Punk and Chelsea Green versus Liv Morgan. Which, you know, I don't really get the Crown Jewel Championship matches. It just, like, you're making one champion feel like they're just worse than the other champion. Like, I don't understand what the point of it is. Like, the Crown Jewel title means literally nothing. You don't defend it. It doesn't even show up on TV except that one night. It's not really, like, even a real accolade. Like, there's literally no point in it. And it just ends up hurting one of the champions. Carmelo Hayes has always been referred to as dependable and professional with a lot of upside internally. Like, if he has so much upside, why don't you, like, use that upside and put him in the main event or something? This really just sounds like a roundabout way for WWE to call him an enhancement talent. WWE's tag team division is reportedly set for a refresh. Seems like WWE is going to be pairing, at least according to this post, pairing Shinsuke Nakamura and Hiromu Takahashi. Not gonna lie, don't think I've ever even heard of him. Don't know who he is. I'm assuming he's from New Japan Pro Wrestling. No disrespect to him. I'm excited to see what they can do. And I mean, they absolutely have the bodies on both brands to do it. SmackDown, you got Shinsuke and Hiromu, Fraxium, Arwepa, War Raiders, MFTs. On Raw, you got The Vision, Rusev and Ethan Page, the Creed Brothers, Alpha Academy. You could potentially have Penta and Rey Fenix soon. So, like, not having enough people isn't really an excuse. And tag team wrestling in WWE has been dookie lately. Ever since SummerSlam 2025, basically, it's just been all downhill. But I'm looking forward to this, hopefully a revival of the tag team division, because they said the same thing like a month or two ago when they were talking about bringing back Big Cass and Enzo, and nothing happened. JJ9 McCarthy is expected to start in Saturday's preseason game against the Ravens. I really wish Kevin O'Connell would play his starters more in the preseason. But honestly, JJ, he should play like at least half the game, maybe even 3/4 of the game, because Carson Wentz has a real chance of stealing his spot as quarterback too. Long term, like, who would you want as your backup quarterback? You'd probably say JJ McCarthy. But right now, if we were in a game, Kyler Murray goes down, would you rather put in Carson Wentz or would you rather put in JJ McCarthy? I think me and a lot of other people would probably say Carson Wentz right now. So JJ McCarthy needs to have a good game, and if he has a bad game, I think the Broncos next week is going to be make or break for him. I also would like to see a lot more Damond Claiborne. I would like to see a lot more Big Citrus and Caleb Banks. Dare I say even some more Diamond Dallas Turner, who has been looking absolutely incredible throughout camp and during his first preseason game. But yeah, hopefully JJ McCarthy does some good things tomorrow. And the card for tonight's SmackDown is CM Punk versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are advertised, so I'm assuming they're going to be in the same segment. We then also have Julia versus Blake Monroe. Honestly, I hope this match ends in a DQ or something, because neither of these ladies should be losing. This one's from Gemini AI, so take this one with a grain of salt. But apparently JC Jane's going to have her U.S. Championship celebration. And we have MFT versus RWEPA for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. And